I don't know when things got disconnected, but things apparently got disconnected. Yep. When did I get cut off? Because I know I got cut off at some point. Welcome back, by the way. Sorry, I don't know what causes this, but sometimes like the internet just stops working. I don't know why, but it just like will cut out and I'll just be like, "Oh, well, there goes the internet for like 5 seconds," and then it'll come back and I'll be like, "All right, cool, great." So, sorry about that. Ah, Jesus Christ. Why do you have to do these things? Sorry. I have to move the mic. Stop. Don't do that. I'd appreciate it if you did not. Right. Okay, cool. So it wasn't that bad. I always worry that it's going to be like a 10-minute difference or something, or like a full 5-minute difference or something. But wow, that's really like delayed for the chat going onto the stream. Well, whatever. But yeah, so I let her borrow all that stuff and she didn't return the posters, and I was really bummed out about it because it's like I didn't need the posters, but now there's like 2 empty spaces on my wall where there wasn't going to be empty space anymore, and I had to like move some other stuff around so it like fit what I was trying to do with the aesthetic of my bedroom. So I was a bit bummed out because I wanted the posters back, but they were gone now. I don't know why or like how she lost them, but also like not in her defense, completely against her defense is that she was like completely like smashed. Like she was gone. She was so drunk at this event by the end of the night. And I know because I went back to stay with my other sister, where like everyone was staying at my other sister's house at the time because like Brenda was moving away. So she had to stay at my sister's house while she was getting stuff like moved around to the next like house she was going to live in. So she came back and I stayed the night because I was going to go out with my other sisters to like an event because it was for my birthday, which was what this event was for as well. So for my 20th birthday, we were going to go to like this GAM event, which is like a cool like game convention kind of thing. It's usually like a party, and that's fine. We went to that for a bit and then we went home and we like watched pre-tier for a little while, which was fun. And that was the night like of my birthday before where I did all those posts and everything. But we went back to my other sister's house and we were watching anime, and then my sister Brenda came back and she was so drunk. Like she was tripping over stuff, she was slurring completely, like you could barely understand what she was saying. She instantly went and grabbed like ice cream and then started like munching on it and then like shouting and like laughing really loud while we watched pre-tier. And my sister Jessica, the other one who I was like staying at like with, she got really pissed off and she left. So I was left alone with my drunk sister by herself in the living room where I had to sleep. And that was also when I ended up having to like listen to her and her boyfriend in the other room, and it was really annoying. But yeah, so my sister got completely drunk, ended up losing my posters that I wanted back, but thankfully she got the rest of my stuff back. I don't know what process led to that, but that's what ended up happening. So, yeah. I have a few pet peeves, actually, now that I think about it. I don't like when people borrow my things. I don't like when people make me talk. A lot of the times, it's a lot easier if I just kind of, like, chill out by myself. And, like, I think I'm controlling. I like being able to have, like, a serious say in what's going on. If you hear weird noises right now, that's because my parents just got back. So, they're driving in, they just opened the garage. But yeah, so those are my pet peeves, to answer that question. Or at least the ones that really immediately come to mind. I'm very controlling. I don't like when people touch my stuff. I don't like when people deal with my things and make me do stuff. But yeah, that's that. Yeah. I'm just sitting here in silence now because I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah. It is, though. It's just like... I'll wait. I know that you're probably trying to type something else. But yeah, I can get that. I really don't like it when people touch my things. There's just something about it that, like, brings out a lot of distrust. I hope they don't need me out there. Yeah. It is, like, it's so anxiety inducing. Like, the instant you have to talk about something, it, like, immediately makes you, like, terrified. Because it's just, like, suddenly you have to do something. There's so much pressure that goes on to that. So it's like, why did you make me suddenly have to do something? Man. I have too much anxiety for that kind of stuff. It's not good for my health. I'm kind of just messing with the wires of my headphones now. This isn't a pet peeve, but a weird thing about me is that I always have to, like, be doing something with, like, my hands. So it's like, this is why I can't do things like just relax and take baths and stuff. Because, like, my parents always say, like, you should go and take, like, a bubble bath and, like, chill out for a while. But my bubble baths, whenever I try to take them, always just end with me getting out, like, 5 or 10 minutes later at most. And the reason why is because, like, every time I try to just sit there and relax and do nothing, I can't. So, like, I have to do something with my hands. So, usually what ends up happening is that, like, I, like, find things to fiddle with my fingers, or, like, I check my phone a lot, or, like, I mess with a game, or I kind of just, like, do weird, like, hand things. Like, I gesture a lot when I talk because I need to do something with my hands. And sometimes when I don't, like, have something to do, a lot of the times when I play games like The Sims, like, you probably saw it a few times, but, like, I'll, like, put a hand here, and I'll kind of, like, hook a nail onto one of my teeth, and I'll, like, lightly scrape another tooth against it. And that sounds super weird, but it's, like, I don't bite through my nails, I kind of just, like, chew on them very gently so that they don't, like, break, or I don't, like, mess them up or something. But I have to do something with my hands. So, like, I hook them on my teeth, I, like, mess with my nails. Sometimes when they're longer, I kind of just, like, fold them into each other. It's really weird. But I have to do something with my hands constantly. So that's a weird thing about me, and if you see me kind of just, like, messing with things, like this wire, that's why. It's... I'm not doing something weird or specific, I'm just kind of, like, fiddling with things so that I have something to do with my fingers. Yeah. I also have this tendency to, like, chew stuff, which sounds weird, but, I mean specifically, like, I go to restaurants and stuff, and I'll, like, have a soda, usually, because, like, I always get a Sprite whenever I go places, and, like, everyone knows that I always get a Sprite. So when I get a Sprite, yeah, I always end up kind of, like, leaning over the table with the drink in front of me, and then I have, like, the straw, and I always put, like, the straw in my mouth, and I kind of just, like, chew on it and, like, gently suck on the soda. So, like, I'll have bits of soda, and then I'll, like, chew on the straw a while, and eventually it'll end up being, like, mangled. But I have to do something with, like, my hands or my mouth. I have to do something, and that sounds weird, but I have to do something. Otherwise, I'll just go completely insane. Like, something has to be done. I have to be moving around in some sort of way or form, otherwise I'll freak out. I'll just be like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Right? Like, why do you need to know why I use my hands that much? Why does it matter to you? It's not like it's bothering you. I'm not, like, rubbing my hands against your face or something. I'm just doing something with my hands. I have to do something. Like, I can't just sit here and, like, I literally have to sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Otherwise, I cannot just sit here and do nothing. Like, What do you want me to do? Do you want me to just sit here and be like a statue forever? Like, is that what you want me to do? I hate when people do that. Because it is like, I have to do something. I'm sorry if that bothers you, but that's just what I have to do. So, it's just how I work. Sorry. What do you want? Walmart, I don't care about your Black Friday sales. Go away. Get like emails from Walmart from a long time ago, but yeah. But yeah, man, it is though. It's like really annoying. People always try and like, why are you doing that? And it's like, why do you care? I'm just doing it. Stop asking. It's not my fault that that's just how I work. Man. Yeah, I got like a lot of weird, but I feel like they're also kind of like normal. These are kind of more like the sort of peeves and like strange, not really strange. It's more like they're the sort of things that a lot of people tend to like experience, but some people usually don't talk about it, or like they won't really try to make it like obvious. They will try to like keep it quiet that they do it a lot or that it bothers them, but like these are the things that genuinely bother me and that I end up having to like do just because it's what ends up happening. It's just how I work, and I don't really see a reason to keep it hidden from people, even though everyone else is just like trying to keep their own weird things like hidden from everyone. Someone's gonna find out eventually. I don't really care. It's easily noticeable that I'm kind of just tugging on wires. Like, what else am I doing with my hands? Is there any other explanation as to why I'm just tugging on like a headphone wire, or why I'm like twirling it around my fingers or something? Like, this is just the explanation of why my hands are constantly moving around whenever these live streams happen. So it's like, it's the logical conclusion to just be like, this is a thing about me that ends up happening, just so you know. Meh. People are weird. I feel like people are very strange about things like this. No one really talks about their own strange experiences and things. Whiskers! Whiskers fell asleep. You can like see him just barely. Hey, Wick! Yeah, he's out. But yeah. It tends to happen a lot. A lot of the times when I play video games as well, like, it's really funny because, I'll move my hands too fast, so sometimes I'll, like, click a button too much, so I'll, like, double-click stuff on accident, and I'll, like, accidentally shoot something in a video game, like, on Fallout, or I'll, like, trip, because I'll basically, like, move the, like, I'll do the keys too fast, or I'll do them in the wrong way, and I'll just be like, oh, whoops, and then I'll end up falling off, like, a cliff. Or if I'm playing, there's this rhythm game that I play on my phone a lot, and if I play that for a certain amount of time, eventually my fingers start, like, getting really twitchy, and they'll move too fast. So, like, my thumbs will move so fast that I'm, like, skipping over bits, and I'll, like, do it in the right sequence, and I'll feel that I'm doing it in the right sequence, but it'll, like, go too quickly. So I'll end up being, like, preemptively hitting buttons, and then I'll end up losing, because I'll be like, oh no, it's not the right timing. Yeah. Man, just like using your hands is so weird sometimes. The human body's a strange thing. I don't really get it. I get too antsy sometimes. I probably have like, I don't know. At one point I think I was like diagnosed with like ADD or something, or ADHD. I don't remember. I never really pay that much attention to that kind of stuff. I understand it to a vague extent, but like I don't really know a lot about it, especially because I don't really go to doctors that much. I never really did, so I don't know if I have anything specific. Like, I think one time, my mom told me about this. Apparently one time when I was younger, we went to see a doctor and see if I had something like ADD, and apparently, like, the doctor was saying something like I had autism of some description, like a specific sort of strain of it, and my mom didn't take me back because she didn't really need to know anything. She just wanted to make sure that there was nothing seriously wrong, and there wasn't, so she was just like, alright, so she took me back home, and we never went back, and it was just like, okay. But, yeah, so I don't know, my, like, brain works weird, and my body works weird, and, like, I'm not the only one. This is just a thing that ends up happening with people a lot, but it's weird. I can't really find a specific reason for these kinds of things, but they are what they are. But yeah, I also get distracted a lot. That I don't know if that relates to anything specific, but I tend to get really distracted. Like, I will notice my cats. I'll always end up looking back to go and like see what my cats are doing and what they're up to. I like being able to see them on the screen. Like, how do I move my arm this way? There. Look, it's like I'm petting him. Boop. But yeah, I get really distracted by a lot of things, and sometimes when I'm playing games, I'll always end up going for like the completionist stuff, but I'll end up doing so many side quests that I'll like be distracted and I'll be like, what was I even doing in the first place? But yeah, it's weird stuff about me personally. Oh, I shaved my face today. This is another thing. This is not relating to what's been happening at all with our conversations, but I shaved my face earlier. The reason why, like, the only reason why I shaved my face was because, like, my upper lip is starting to get really dry because it's cold now in Florida, which is shocking because it never gets cold in Florida, except for like maybe a couple of weeks out of the year. But it's cold, which is great because it seems like it's actually going to be wintry this winter. So for the month of December, it might actually be cool outside, which is cool. But yeah, so it's cold, so my skin's gotten kind of dry, including the skin on my face. Less around here, because it tends to, like, the hair there usually ends up, like, once it gets long, it starts to hold water and, like, oils and stuff, so it stays perfectly, like, hydrated. But my upper lip doesn't do that, so it's dry, like, specifically right here. So I had to put lotion on my face. Which is annoying, because, like, I don't like having to put lotion on my body, because I tend to stick my fingers into my mouth, and I can taste the lotion, so it's really annoying. That's also why I never really liked using things like hand sanitizer or like dry soaps, because then it gets in my mouth and I'm like, gross. So yeah, weird thing. I shaved because I had to, because I needed to moisturize my face. Yeah, this has been an interesting 45 minutes of me talking about whatever. I should probably get going, though. We could probably end the stream, like, now. Because there's a really large burger waiting for me outside in the kitchen. And I don't really know what else to talk about. This was interesting, though. Just talking about pet peeves and weird aspects of my life. Yeah, I'll probably get going. Gotta go find the thing first. Whoop. Hopefully nothing does anything weird while I look for the song to play out. Should I play a different one? Not that it seriously matters, but I like to be able to play a song as I leave so that, like, you have a second. Because I don't know when the actual stream ends when I try to end it. So, thank you. I will enjoy my burger. It'll be really great. But yeah, if you don't have anything specific, then I'll probably just play the same one as always. Just have to get to it. Actually, you know what? I could play a different one. Yeah, we'll play a different one this time. Ah, man. This ad, every time it comes out, like, when it gets that, like, beat drop, I always end up going, like, bah! I don't even do anything. I just always, like, nod my head really aggressively. And I can't not do that now. It's become, like, ingrained in me whenever I hear that, like, song. And the ad plays so often. So I'm always just going, like, bah! And I'm, like, hurting my brain because I sometimes do it really violently. I'm worried one day, because there's, like, a shelf right here. So I'm worried one day that I'm going to end up, like, hitting my head against the shelf. Which has happened before, but it's probably going to happen again. So, another weird thing that always ends up happening because of that song. I don't know why, but that's just always what ends up happening. Okay, just gonna turn that up. Boop. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna go. And we're gonna play this song, which is, I'm gonna mention it beforehand from now on, because I feel like I should. Because I try to mention it in the chat, and, like, it never sticks. Something always ends up happening, so it never gets seen. But I use a lot of songs, like, but I use a lot of these songs that are, like, from the channel Tasty, which used to be Tasty Planet. And it's like this channel that just has a lot of like music by a lot of artists and stuff, and they put their music on there and they like release albums for it and everything. So it's a lot of really good songs, and I have a playlist that's called Tasty Music just because like it's full of songs from there that I really like. And oh, sorry. But the one that I usually ends up playing is where is it? It's called Innocent. It's by Cole Sipe featuring Sophia Odiorn. It's an actual Tasty release, so it was one that was released for the channel. It wasn't like a random one that they have on there or a remix that they have on there, but yeah, that's like a song that they have on there that I really like, and that's why I usually play that one. But I really like a lot of other ones, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this one, which is called All Night, and it's a remix of the song by Icona Pop, and it's remixed by The Fat Rat, so it's a really good one. Oh, shoot. But yeah, so I'll use that one. And from now on, I'll actually mention what the songs are before I play them at the end. So, yeah, they're cool songs. I really like the Innocent one. I really like Innocent. I just really like that. It's a really chill song. I enjoy that. This one's less chill, but it's a good song. I really like this one. So, yeah. With that, I will leave you with just the, like, Alan, see you later screen, and I'm gonna go so that I can have my burger. And, yeah, so. Bye. I will see you next Wednesday and everything. So, goodbye.
then it's over.